say one of the most beautiful views in Australia.
Welcome to Townsville. We're on top of a hill. Over there is Castle Hill, and here is the Strand, just all along here, and then Magnetic Island is out that way.
Alright, good morning guys. After a brief tour of Townsville from Nick, we're just going to grab some coffee and brekkie before we head off to Cairns. So we've just come to a cafe called Dominion, where we got a bit of an almond croissant, some Danish, some coffees, and
Some bread.
Alright, how's everything so far guys?
High in fiber.
We're back on the highway, just leaving Townsville, heading to Cairns right now, which is about 400-ish kilometers from here. So we're heading via the Atherton Tablelands, where we're going to check out some really cool national parks and waterfalls, and then it's about another hour and a half to Cairns from there. So Cairns is a city in tropical North Queensland, which is also known as the gateway to the Great Barrier Reef, where we'll be staying for a few days. So what are you looking forward to most today?
I'm really excited to see all the waterfalls on the Tablelands.
On the side of the highway to do a bit of a walk to get a good view of Hinchinbrook Island. Hinchinbrook Island is actually the largest island of the Great Barrier Reef and one of Australia's largest island national parks. It's a pretty unique island with some amazing walks on it. Actually, one of them is rated as one of Australia's best walks, so we're hoping to come back sometime to do that hike. I think it takes 2 or 3 days, and it's about 32 kilometers, and you can camp on the island. And it's pretty hard to get a booking because they only allow 40 people on the island at any one given time. So let's go check it out. We stopped at the Big Crab Cafe just to try one of their famous crab burgers, and some pretty spectacular views from here. But let's see how this is. It's pretty good. Just pulled over in the town of Tully, just off of the highway. This is actually a pretty unique place in Australia. It is known as the wettest town in Australia. They get rain on an average of 150 days of the year and an average of about 4.9 meters of rain. And their record rainfall in 1950 was actually 7.9 meters of rain in 1 year, which is insane. Now this big golden gumboot behind me is actually representative of the most rain they got in 1 year, which was 7.9 meters. And to get an idea of how crazy this is, they're like, you want to just go stand by that boot? That just shows you how much rain that is in 1 year. Crazy! We're heading to Mission Beach. I'm actually surprised it didn't rain on us in Tully. Now, apart from Tully's record rainfall, they hold a couple other records, which is pretty cool. It's also a huge sugarcane producing area, and in 2002 they actually produced 2 million tons of sugar went through that mill, and they also produced 8 million cartons of bananas. There you go for random facts of the day. And now onto Mission Beach, which is known for its wide sandy beaches and its laid back lifestyle. Hope you're enjoying the drive so far. We've just pulled off of the highway into the Atherton Tablelands, where we're going to go look at some waterfalls and drive through the national parks, and then head to Cairns after. We just finished looking at the waterfalls. We went to Alinja, Zili, and Mila Mila waterfalls, and they were all so amazing. But it's time to head to Cairns now. Which was your favorite waterfall, Adil?
I have to say it would be Mila Mila Waterfalls. That was absolutely beautiful. It's so breathtakingly serene and peaceful.
We're now about 60 kilometers from Cairns, and we just pulled onto the Gillies Highway, which is actually a pretty unique road that we're taking. This highway is actually known for having 262 turns and up to an 800 meter elevation within just 19 kilometers, so it's going to be a bit windy. It's actually said that if you really don't like someone and they tend to get motion sickness, bring them on this journey.
Hey, why are you taking me on this journey? Or
I think it's the quickest route, actually.
I see.
We've checked into our Airbnb, we just grabbed some pizza for dinner, ready to call it a night. Pretty exhausting after all this driving over the last 3 days, but I am pretty excited to be staying in the same place now for a few days and no driving tomorrow, so pretty excited about that. Good night guys, and we'll see you tomorrow. Morning guys, we're just getting into the Skyrail now to head up to the village of Kuranda, which I'll tell you more about when we get there, but we have about an hour-and-a-half journey up through the Skyrail, and it's a pretty hot day, so it's time to get some sunscreen on because we're going to spend about an hour-and-a-half up in this. We'll see you guys at the top. We just stopped over for a bit of a walk through the rainforest, which was beautiful. One interesting thing that I actually just learned is that rainforests actually get 30 to 40% of their water directly from clouds, irrespective of rain, which is pretty cool. We just reached Kuranda and we're just going to take a walk towards Kuranda Village and check that out for a few hours. And then we're going to actually take a different way back. And now that we've seen the rainforest from the air, we're going to see it from the ground and take the train back, which should be pretty fun. It's been a pretty hot day, so we just stopped in here to cool off, grab ourselves a drink.
What did you get, Mer?
Got a smoothie that's got some coconut, pineapple, sugar cane, and mint, so it sounds pretty good. I hit the spot. Now just heading back to Cairns. As I mentioned earlier, we took more of a bird's eye view, whereas now we're taking the scenic train back to Cairns. This is the Kuranda Railway, which was supposedly built in about the 1900s and it's supposed to be quite scenic heading down. Well, that was a pretty awesome train trip down from Kuranda. We had a pretty full-on day, pretty awesome. What was your favorite bit, taking the Skyrail there or taking the train back down?
It's hard to say because they're both so different, but both amazing. It really is.
Fair enough. Well, we're off to Cairns now. Still got some sunshine, so I think it's time to just go chill by the pool and lounge for a bit.